Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope all of you are doing great. And we are going to build something crazy today. I was building this parallax scroll animation with Lenis and GSAP. So, someone commented there saying, "Hey, can you please build this in horizontal scrolling way?" So, shout out to Shrinu C7G7B for commenting that and we are going to build this. So if you are someone who got some doubts, then just comment it and I'll make a tutorial on that. Okay, so we are going to build this, but horizontal scroll way. Okay, let me just show you what I have built. This is the animation we are going to build in this tutorial. So let's go. So let's quit this, create, go to experiments, no, go to community, horizontal YT, horizontal scroll YT. I'm going to use VS Code here. You can use whatever you have as your code editor. Let's create index HTML. I'll just do everything fast because in the previous tutorial I explained most of the concepts and I'm just going to write the mockup here. So hide screen, and to get suggestions I'll use Tailwind TS. By the way, I'm using Tailwind here. You can use vanilla CSS as well. So hide screen with full BG red 500. Now let's open it in live server. Yes, we have it. So first of all, I need some sections. Section hide screen with full BG 500. BG green 500. 1 2 3 4. Let's go. So we have 4 sections. Let's make them horizontal. Flex, and I'll use, so see, if I use flex, all of them are going to be at the same time, same place. So let me add a border so you can see the div is taking only this much space. We want them to take the full, so we can use flex shrink 0. Yeah, that way they will take like full the screen, the full of their parent. So let's just add some image. Okay, let's just add some images here. So I have these images and they are converted to webp, so I can use it. Yeah, so image slash images 1.webp, and I'll give it size full object cover, so they'll take like this much. And let's just remove the border and the background color, we don't need that. Yeah, that's it. Let's give this section some class. So parallax section, and also let's just change these images 3 4. Yeah, so we have different images here, and I'm scrolling horizontally. Yeah, so let's just add GSAP CDN, then scroll trigger, and then Lenis. So let's create this JS file. We need to go to Lenis docs, Lenis GitHub. Lenis GitHub. Open this link. Scroll down, you'll get this GSAP scroll trigger one, and paste it. Let's remove all the comments. Move it inside a folder function, sorry, in a function, and yeah, so Lenny should be working here. Now, first thing is we need to grab this parallax sections. So let's just grab all of them. Const sections document dot query selector all dot parallax section, and sections for each section, uh sorry, Yeah, first of all, let's grab the image because we are going to add the movement on the image selector selection dot query selector image gsap dot from to. I have done it already in that previous tutorial, so if you haven't watched that, go and check that out. X% so that it will move on X. Let's make it -20 to 20. Yeah, obviously is none because it's a scroll animation, scroll trigger. Yeah, tap tap tap. Trigger is section. We don't need start and end position. I need markers. Scrub, that's so we will get the scroll animation here. So if I show you markers true, yeah, markers are there. Okay, see, marker start point is here and end point is here. So what it wants is it wants because we are moving this those images in a horizontal scroll. By default it's not horizontal, it's like vertical scroll. So if you wanted to make it horizontal, so we need start position somewhere around here and end position somewhere around here. To make that happen, we have to pass one more property inside scroll trigger, that is horizontal true. So see this, the start and end will move here. So start is here and end is here, and with scroll it's happening. So let's just add overflow hidden so that we don't see the overflowing parts. Overflow hidden. So yeah, can you see the movement? I can make it more so you can see what's happening. Yeah, see, with scroll, this is the animation we are getting. Now I'm scrolling sideways, and normally that doesn't happen. And to make it a horizontal scroll, okay, so this animation is about this parallax one. Now I'm going to use another method to make it horizontal scroll, because this tutorial is not about horizontal scroll, it's about this effect that we are building using horizontal scroll. So there are a bunch of ways to make this horizontal scroll animation. The easiest way is to go inside Lenis and pass the orientation. I forgot, let me check. Okay, yeah, the orientation property. So if I just paste it and make it horizontal, so if you see, now if I scroll like this, okay, okay, I forgot to play this animation. So smooth scroll, let's just play it at the top. Yeah, so now I'm scrolling it up and down, but it's going horizontally. If I just remove this, it won't happen and there is no smooth scroll. I have to scroll sideways. Yeah, so if you add this orientation horizontal, it will become horizontal scroll. And if you scroll up and down, this scroll will happen. Let's just disable the markers for now. Now one more thing I'd like to add. Okay, by the way, this tutorial is done, and if you want uh to know like what are the different ways to make to create horizontal scroll, not this parallax animation, then just let me know in the comments. I'll create another video on ways to create horizontal scroll. So there are a bunch of ways. You can use GSAP pin, then you can use horizontal true, then you can have like orientation horizontal, then some native ways as well. So just let me know in the comments. I'll create a video on that one. So let's just go one step further and add some motions here. So I'll just scale down this. I'm wondering to add some motion on the scroll. So Lenis on scroll, I'll give it a function and I'll get the Lenis.scroll here. So whenever I'm scrolling, okay, let's just disable this console log. By the way, the tutorial is done. I have created the parallax effect using this, and you can just skip the rest of the part if you don't want to watch it. But I'm going to add a little more animation, little more flair into this, like personality to this animation. So that's why. So we are getting this. We need velocity. So what is the idea actually? Whenever I'm scrolling, depending on the velocity, I'll just scale down these images and it will look good. Okay, so velocity, we can get Lenis dot velocity, and if I scroll, you see it becomes 0, and if I scroll, it becomes a huge number, and then slowly it becomes 0. So I'll just do GSAP. Okay, I'll just save like let velocity Lenis dot velocity like this, and GSAP dot to sections scale velocity. So yeah, see, even though I'm not scrolling here, what's happening? To fix this, we have to wrap this inside a different container, which will like because we are also scaling this na, we can't do that because we are also using it as a trigger, so it will do like recomputations every time the browser resizes, and also the scrolling width also will change if we just scale the container like that. So what I'll do is I'll just create one more div inside parallax section. It will be scale uh, div, and make sure to create it inside parallax section. So I'll just move the image inside. I'll just cut these classes flex shrink 0. Oh no, I don't, I need that. Hide screen with full, I also need that. I'll just remove this overflow hidden from this, and add it to scale div. Even I just don't need that. I can keep that overflow hidden there and add overflow hidden here as well. This overflow hidden is important for the initial animation, the mask animation, the parallax animation, and this one is for what we are building now. So yeah, so I'll just do like scale div. So see, yeah, with scroll it's happening, and it becomes 0 with time. So by default we have to make it 1 plus, and it will be 1 by default, and whenever we scroll it scales, and if we scroll negative way it becomes like this. We don't want that. We can make it math.apps, so it will be positive every time. So whenever we scroll it scales up. Now if we subtract this value, whenever we scroll this will scale down. Now we have to clamp this value because it goes beyond minus 1, so we can do that. So velocity will become, yeah, GSAP dot max, sorry, I can use math dot max, and minimum value will be 0.5, so it won't go beyond 0.5. Yeah. Oh, one more thing I forgot, to add size full here, scale div, size full. Yeah, now it's good. Yeah, see, this animation looks good. And we can obviously decrease this velocity 0.0015. Think, let's try 0.001. I think it's still too much. Let's use 0.005. Now this looks good. But the velocity is not so smooth. We can use something to make it more smooth. So just cut this, just add a GSAP ticker add, and it will take a function. What is this? It like on each frame. Wait, on each frame it just logs some values here. You can use request animation frame as well if you want. I'm using this, and I'll just go cut this and paste it inside the sticker code. I just don't need this scroll part. Now I have to get another variable. So let smooth velocity, it will be 0 initially, and I'll use a lerp function. Lerp is this function. You can get it from like you can search lerp lerp.js, and it will like you will get this function. Okay, you can just go to the first option, first website, and copy this function from here. Yeah, and I am using this one. Okay, so I'll just do this smooth scroll velocity equals lerp. The first parameter will be the smooth velocity itself, and second one will be the velocity and how much smooth we want. The lesser the value is, the more smoother the velocity becomes. So I'll use smooth velocity here. So yeah, see, this is looking instantly better. So that is it for this tutorial. I think we have covered a lot of things, and if you have any issues, just let me know in comments, and if you have some ideas, just let me know in comments. I'll create a video on that. So that is it, and see you in the next one. Peace.